My name's Joy White, and I am the founder and CEO of Flawed Masterpiece. Flawed Masterpiece is a brand. It is a wellness and lifestyle brand that is about highlighting the beauty in scars. And so flawed, the definition of flawed is an undesirable quality. And so in a person, a flawed person is someone that has disabilities or someone who has things that society believes is problematic about them, like kind of fundamentally flawed. And then a masterpiece is a work of art. It is something that is unique, and for an author or an artist, it is typically their greatest work of art. And so flawed masterpiece is an oxymoron, which means you put two words together and they seemingly conflict or they contradict. And so flawed and masterpiece, as I've just described them, they seem inconsistent. Certainly something that's flawed can also be a masterpiece. And so when I really was thinking about why am I here? Like, what's my purpose in just being here? I realized that I have spent a lot of time wanting to be a perfect masterpiece. I wanted to be the perfect mother, the perfect attorney, perfect business person. And in that process, I dishonored and I devalued who I am, the whole of who I am. So FLAWED is an acronym, and each of the letters represent a step in a process and a healing journey. So F is for fuck that. And fuck that means fuck society, fuck expectations, fuck how you feel about yourself. If those are negative feelings, if those feelings that you have for yourself hold you back, if they place limits on who you are and what you're capable of, fuck that. L is let that shit go. And so with let that shit go, it's in furtherance of fuck that, but it's really what are these things that you've told yourself about yourself that you needed to be, and what has society told you you needed to be. So the L is let that shit go. And it means let go of whatever lie you've told yourself or someone else has told you in terms of who you need to be. It also means let go of hurts. Like if there are things that you've experienced in your life and you have not really let those things go, and it's holding you back, let that shit go as well. A is for accept reality. And this is the part of the journey where you start to really go inside and you reflect. And it's about what's the truth. And so for me, the truth is I am an amazing attorney, and I am a single mom of 2 sons. My truth is I'm bipolar. My truth is I have ADHD, and that's my truth, and I need to accept that, and I need to own that, and because if you don't own it, it will own you. W is for Woosah, and Woosah is from Martin, Woosah with the ears. That's where Woosah comes from. And what Martin was doing when he did this, it was about self-soothing. He was really talking about self-care. Maybe he didn't know that's what he was talking about, but that's what he was talking about. And so Woosah is about, what are the things that you need to do in your life to get still and to silence the noise that in your mind, the noise in the world. So Woosah is about meditation. It is about nature. It is about conscious awareness. It's journaling. It's introspection. It is really get in touch with who you are, which you may have never done, which is why you first have to accept reality. Because if you haven't accepted reality, even when you get still, you're still not reconciling, you're still not listening clearly. And then we get to E, which is embrace healing. And embrace healing is exactly what it sounds like. And so once you've gotten still and you've gotten quiet and you've silenced the noise, then it's time to really do the work. And the work is, like for me, I have, physical abuse, sexual abuse. There are a lot of things in my background. I have abandonment issues. I had daddy issues. I got it all. Divorce, single parent. I mean, I got like a whole laundry list. And guess what? I never accepted those things. I just pretended like they weren't real. And so you can't heal anything that you won't face. Trauma has to be healed. And painful things in your life, you have to do the work, you have to feel the pain, and then you come out on the other end. But it has to happen, and you have to be open to it. And so here we are, in this journey to wholeness. If you skip that part, you're gonna have to come back to it, and you're gonna have to actually really do the work. But after you do the work, then you're at D, which is dope as fuck. And dope as fuck means I'm dope as fuck. That's exactly what it means. And it means I've always been dope as fuck. Flawed Masterpiece is really about anybody who's felt broken, anybody who feels like they are on the outside of society, of what society expects of you. So that could be disabilities, that could be mental health, it could be anything that makes you feel that you are not a part of the in crowd. It's for that group, and we're going to create our own crowd. One of my favorite books now is Untamed, and it's by Glennon Doyle, and one of her lines in there is, the only thing that was ever wrong with me is me thinking something was wrong with me. That's the only thing, because otherwise I've always been amazing. It's just been what I thought about myself. And so Dope as Fuck is about really celebrating your uniqueness and your power and your strength and your whole story, your highs, your lows, and everything in between. And it's doing it in a way where you're owning that shit and where you are celebrating all of you. And that's where your power is. And so Dope as Fuck is about the culmination of self-acceptance and self-love and self-worth, and then being presented in a way that is your unique gift to the world.